put it on all chat. All right. This is going to be a short live. I've got a lot going on. You see my voice is going a little crazy too. So it's going to be a short live, but I wanted to do something. I couldn't do it this afternoon, and I have a lot to tell you. Today, though, I am going to kind of show you some Halloween finishes because I came back and my room, again, is a disaster, even though I cleaned it before I left. Just putting stuff around. I have a pile of tops there. I have a 108 that I still need to load and I haven't done yet. And I have some Halloween finishes. And I did finish these up. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning, Debbie. So I did finish up this. I put the border because everyone said they wanted the border on there, and I agree. It was cute. It's a cute border. It was gifted to me, this fabric. So that's done. I'm actually going to fold this flimsy and put it, which is kind of crazy. I wanted to long arm them, but we have a lot of long arming to do with the Pass It Forward quilts. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Annette. Oh, Annette, you had surgery on Monday, right? I hope everything went well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these finishes and I am going to put them in the pile. I would probably sometime, hopefully, be able to long arm them, but I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get to them until right before next Halloween, right? Because that's what happened this year. I long armed all my Halloween from yesterday. So yes, 6 hours. Oh, well, I hope you're recuperating. So we all remember this. This was my Hey Boo panel quilt. So we have that to put on the pile. And then we have this. So I didn't have enough to make the actual, this is supposed to be here like a 4.5 or something. So what I did, just to get enough so that it looks finished, I went ahead and put a 2.25 inch border on here. And I have this. I have a yard of this that maybe I could put as a, good morning, Barb. Sorry if I'm missing anyone. I could put that, whoops, let's put that like that. But actually, my honey really thinks a black border just would look nice and it would tie in some of the black. So instead of cutting this up, because I don't even think I have enough of this, I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'll put a black border on that before I put this away for the season. I'm trying to get things situated in different places. Then I have one other thing. And I do want to finish it up even though it's Halloween. I hadn't even started it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I actually had an issue with this border, and I'm going to tell you how I fixed it in case if anyone's doing this or you come across a problem. So when I made this border, see here, it looks like almost like that's perfect there. Well, really in the pattern, it had a flying geese here, a flying geese there, and then a purple block right here. And for some reason, the flying geese weren't matching across with the purple block, and that bothered me. So what I did is I took some of this border fabric and I just put a big square, and I did like before I put this border on there, I did a big flip and stitch right here in the corner. So I don't have in the pattern the little box, but I feel like giving up the little box, for me, I was willing to do that to get this perfect line. Again, it was something, I'm not a perfect piecer. I mean, stuff happens, and for some reason, there were some corners that didn't really go the way I wanted it to go. And so that was how I fixed it. So when you're doing these borders, And if something is funky in a corner, just take some of your border, right, fabric and flip and stitch a square there, and then no one will know. I think it looks fine. I think it looks great. Thank you. Thank you for telling me you know nothing about quilts, and thank you for stopping by and being respectful. I appreciate that. Tascasa, I think I said. Well, thank you. Looks great. Almost a HST, kind of the same idea. Yes. Yep. That's exactly what I did. And that is so that I could get that all. And then now if you see, I applicate over here, a moon. And so I'm going to put a black border on this. And then we're going to call that done and fold that and put that away. So what I wanted to do, and I'm going to make a video separate from a live, I have to do more videos. And I love doing lives, but the problem is I'm stagnant, and some experts are out there telling me after, talking to people, I have to upload videos. So I was going to leave this for next year, but we had discussed that one day I just needed to do random sewing. And I took all my little teeny tiny fabrics, Halloween fabrics from last year. These are all last year's. And I made a yard of crumb fabric. Then I took one of my 3-yard books, and I decided I'm going to do county fair. So now with county fair, right, let's show you county fair. I can't show you the measurements, but here we go. I am using fabric 1 as my crumb fabric, as my focus fabric. And then when you come in, I am using fabric 2, is this yellow, and fabric 3, sorry, Tascasa, they don't like when you put capital letters or big letters. So I have Nightbot, and they tend to time out people. Not that you did anything wrong. It's just they don't like capital letters or lots of emojis. Good morning, Linda. And then this is my fabric 3. Now my fabric 3 actually happens to be, right, hold on, I gotta take some, it's variegated. So it means that it went from here, the top was like a yellow, and then it went from a yellow to green. Well, I wanted to only use the greenish parts instead of the bluish. So I only cut where the green was for this particular project. So this, I'm showing you a way you can use fabric in a different way. Ombre, yeah, I said variegated. Ombre, you're absolutely right, it's ombre. So when you have an ombre fabric, just use what you like if you don't want to use the whole thing in a project. Good morning, Rebecca. So in county fair, I went ahead and I cut, let me show you. And again, I'm going to do a formal tutorial on this, but I just cut the strip right across. Oh, I need to cut that. I must have missed that. All right, here we go. So I just went ahead and made my whole strip unit. So I can't tell you the measurements of this because it's not my pattern, but I took the measurement in the book. I cut it just like over there in the cutting instructions for fabric 1. And I did a strip set. And then I cut the strip set. So I'm just using this as if it's my fabric. And as you can see, I did do some here. And you can see that when I cut, it's whatever happens. Some just made full blocks. Some made little piece blocks. This one happens to be almost like a full block. Again, it's just how it fell in the strip set. And then I have my pinwheels. And my pinwheels have a little bit of ombre-ish to it, right? Because it goes from light to dark. I worked on this a little bit. I was up very late last night. I think I was up until this morning, actually. I came home from school and took a very long nap and then woke up around, I think, 9 o'clock. And then I started working on this country fair and cutting it up. But I'm doing the tutorial today. So you'll see a lot more tutorials coming up. And my lives, but you'll see more tutorials. So I'm going to put this away because in my tutorial, I'm going to show you how I cut this. I didn't cut this into the focus fabric blocks yet, but just to show you that if you don't have fabric at home and you have little tiny bits of fabric here and there, that you still can use this. All right, so here we are. That's put aside. We're putting that aside for later on. Oh, and I need to put my county fair book in there. I love these things, these art bins now. I really do. So now, this was gifted to me. It was a turkey trot 5-stacker pattern. Can you see the turkeys? So cute. Gina thought they were chickens, and then her husband told her they were turkeys, but I love them anyway. And I want to make this for school because I took down my Halloween stuff, and I have some Thanksgiving, but nothing like oh so cute. And that was kind of cute. So I didn't have any more charm packs. Believe it or not, I don't have any charm packs because I used all my charm packs for the ladies who come and sew here for our for our mission that we're doing right now with the lab quilt. So honestly, I have no charm packs. So, but I did have a couple of Jolly Bars, which is kind of like 2 charm packs. This uses 1 charm pack, but I'm doing things a little different. I'm doing things my way. I wanted to actually use this fabric I got because I loved the colors, but I realized it has bigger print. And I was so excited to use it. And then when I started pulling stuff out last night, I realized that I couldn't, it just wasn't going to go with this and flow with this. So then I went to my Jolly Bars and I found this Primitive Gathering Garden Gatherings. So this is what I used. And it had exactly what I needed. And then I had some scraps. In this garden gatherings, there were light color fabrics. Let me show you over here. There were like this. These are my scraps left, but they were light, and there was a pile of them. So I said, I did pull out for background, but I had decided last night that I'm actually going to use all the different, Jolly Bars that were that cream color. And I just needed a little bit more. So I went ahead and pulled out some from my stack that matched perfectly. And I went ahead. And there it is, the little turkeys. I think I did that right. Let me look at it. Because right before coming on live, I just finished. I hadn't even ironed it. Yes, I did it. It does need a top and a bottom and a side, and that's what this fabric is. Since I can't put it on there, I have to put it on me. That's what this fabric is going to be for. It's going to be for the tops, bottoms, and sides. And so I have this little turkey that I made, and this turkey, and this turkey. So I found that the Primitive Gatherings was perfect. And the other thing was, I can't show you this because it has measurements on it. Does this one have? Okay, this one doesn't have measurements. Let me pull it out. So, the colors are a little different, right? I have more purple and blue in here. but it's okay. It's got to be colorful for the kiddos at school. So I was happy with it. So if you notice, it's got like a printed background and then it has a solid. So once I have my scrappy background on there, I like a scrappy background. I am going to use the solid, you know, just like in the pattern to go around. So I am going to use that. I'm just kind of showing you what I've been up to. So then I have this little border, and I did those last night, and they're here, right here, and I'm hoping to have this ready for school here. Now, when I put, if you notice, there's two of the like cream color borders, which are solid, and then there's just a straight border all the way around. Well, I don't have any more of this primitive gathering stuff, but I had some Jolly bars left, and I still have some here. I have 4 of them left, and I actually might be using these 4. So what I did was I just did a scrappy border around it. So now it's going to have the little checks, right? And then it's going to have these long scrappy border, because that was good. So I actually ended up using almost a full Jolly bar. Got me the background and the 2 borders. And I just had to add a little bit of extra from my stash. So that's what I'm working on. I'm going to bring that to school. Just needed to do a little bit of stuff. I have not unpacked because my husband and my honey was sleeping. My honey was sleeping, and I did not want to bother him last night, and I was awake. So I sewed, and so we will be, yes, exactly. It will. That's how I'm going to hang. I am actually going to put it in a different way. I just wanted to use those little turkeys. I'm going to go read some comments, and let's see where we're at. So we will be unpacking my suitcase together. Really, everything in my suitcase is for me to show you. There's going to be a lot of new content, lots of new content, and a lot of it is stuff that's going to be is a beginner for me, stuff I've never done before, like never done it before, and we're going to do it together. So they are well aware that these companies who they gave me the products to review and see what I think. You know, of course, one of them is Adita Sitar from Laundry Basket. You should see the beautiful kits. She gave me 2 kits. And as you know, she does beautiful, beautiful applique, machine applique. I'm not saying that I've never done it. Of course, I've had products. I mean, you know, quilts I've done, and I do have like my moon that I put on there. But, you know, it's relatively, I'm not an expert at it. I don't even claim to be an expert at any of this. I'm just showing you my experience in quilting. So I have a lot of things like I'm going to show you. And something else, spoiler alert, legit kits. Yes, legit kits got me. They did. I have funny pictures that I took with them. I cannot put them out on YouTube because it's their statue of David. And if you watched my live, you know, you heard him talk about it. But he gave me a cardinal, and he'd like me, and I told him I've never done one before. And he says, that's okay, because you and your viewers can do it together. It's an adventure for you to work together. So we'll be doing some of that. There will be some other fun things I've never done before. One in particular I have never done before. And so we're going to keep that a surprise. We'll do that together. But I'm excited because that quilt festival was so inspiring, and just it really was inspiring. And like Mike said, Mike was on the chat, and he had said, oh, and all we do is sew squares together. Well, a lot of stuff I brought back with me is not sewing squares together. And seeing all those quilts inspired me to come out of my comfort zone and try something new with you all. I do have a mail opening that I want to do. Let's see, I have to go all the way back just to see, okay, this is where we are, where Annette had her surgery and she's doing well. And oh no, Sheila's hoping that she does well. Thank you for telling me that my little witch is fabulous. Um, good morning, Linda, if I hadn't said that. Everybody's wishing you a quick recovery as well as I am. Good. I'm like, yeah, I like the fabric as well. Oh, good morning, Deb. I don't even know if I said, I'm seeing Deb, but I don't even think I said good morning to Deb. Good morning, Deb. Oh, and then we have Debbie. So with Debbie, she's here. And we have Rebecca. Good morning, Rebecca. We have lots of channels. So we have Sew with Debbie, Deb the Pug Mama Quilter, The Crafty Life of Rebecca. If I'm missing anyone, please let me know. Melanie, good morning. Oh, we have Quilting in the Country. That's Lori's channel. I recorded a podcast with Quilting on the Side. Oh, you know who I met? The Quilter on Fire. I think that's what it is. Like Quilter on Fire. She does podcasts and she wrote a book. She gifted me the book. It is beautiful. It's a children's book. And she also sent me the free PDF that goes with the book to make the quilts. So I'm going to make the quilts just like I did with the little ghost, which I didn't do with you all. And I wanted to, but I just never did it. I made two, but we never did one together. I'm going to make the little quilt. And that will be the quilt that I'm going to display this month for the kids with the book. It's so cute. Let's see. Hi, Andrea. Love that green with the Halloween. Yes, I had to find something that would like pop that Halloween fabric. Yes, oh, Melanie, I understand. She's getting kids. Okay, so this is what's Sew with Debbie. She does a lot of scrapping. Oh, and Vintage Style by Jo is here. She also has a channel. I keep crumbs to make strips of fabric. Great way to use up fabric. Yes, I love that. Good morning. We have our mornings. I love getting those tips. Oh, thank you. And everybody likes those cute turkeys, all of them. Barb, good. I think I said good morning to you. Those are cute turkeys. They are. Good morning, Lori. The kids, I think the kids are going to love it. I really do. Oh, look at who's here. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. So if you have not checked out their channel, go check out their channel. They're in Canada. Laura Lynn, right? Laura Lynn. She does all kinds of fabulous things, so check her out. I love all your gobblers. Well, thank you. And Rhonda, good morning. Yes, I am absolutely going to do that. Rhonda, I went over to the AccuQuilts corner there at the International Quilt Festival. I did not see Becky. I was looking for Becky. I think Becky didn't have a booth. I think she was just out and about, Rhonda, because I know you had asked that I had to meet her. But I saw pictures when I came home from the International Quilt Festival showing Becky. I just didn't see her. But in my defense, I was working a lot. So, you know, where is the turkey pattern from? It is a pattern made with Riley Blake design fabric, designed by Sandy Gervais, and it's Pieces of My Heart. The funny thing is I saw this all over the festival, actually, when I did go from booth to booth. Such exciting news. Yes, thank you. Donna tested that pattern, and she did show it on YouTube. Yes, it's a pattern that's been out there. Yeah, there's so many things to show you. Oh, Yesenia. Okay, this is from Magna. Good morning. You did not sleep anyway. I did. I was, as you can tell, I'm still off. So I've been resting, but I did get up and I'm not gonna just lay in my bed. So I quilted, and it was at one point I was in the Airbnb and I was like, I don't know if it was Sunday morning or Monday morning, and I was like wanting to sew so bad. I said, see, I should have brought my featherweight with me, but I didn't. Good morning, Chloe. So when I came home, guess what? I started sewing because I didn't sew for so many days. This is going to be such, oh, that's right, because Rebecca knows. So I met, if you don't know and you haven't been following the Crafty Life with Rebecca, which is her channel, and Crystal Hart, the three of us hung, well, the four of us and my girl, my bestie, we hung out. We had a blast. Yeah, we had a blast. Like, we are definitely doing that again, wherever it is. Maybe they'll come to New York. That'd be fun. So they know exactly what I'm talking about. And then they also have projects. So you have to see, because I think we all have kind of different projects going on. Oh, you're welcome. No, you have a fabulous channel. You really do. You know what? I don't know who you are with, but I'm going to wish you happy birthday because you know what? Today everybody deserves some happy birthday. Why not? I would miss sewing too. Yes, yes, yes. New York trip. I'm telling you, we would get in trouble. I think we almost got in trouble there because we got maybe a little loud in the hotel room. But they stayed at a hotel. I stayed in an Airbnb, and I had what the stories I got to tell you with that Airbnb is actually pretty comical. Let me go get something to open this up. So the Airbnb we stayed at, my bestie, she picked me up at the airport and she dropped me right off because I had right off the bat, no moment to rest. I went from airport to work or to the festival, right? I did leave the festival an hour before it closed. I was so tired because I had been up at 2 a.m. that morning. And so where was I going with this? Oh, the Airbnb. So she had went and she had set up the Airbnb for me while I was working and socializing and meeting people. And she says, don't eat too much because may not be able to fit through the door. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? I'm not going to fit through the door. Good morning, Mona. So I wish I could show you the picture. I showed Crystal and Rebecca the picture. And at the end, we did measure the door. So in order to get into the Airbnb, they don't let you, it was a private suite, but part of a house. So it's a house, but a private suite. And so what happened was when you get over there, the door is 12 inches wide. 12 inches wide. No, maybe it was 12 inches plus 2. So it's 14 inches wide. This is 12 inches wide, okay? Right here, which I'm going to use this probably for my paper piecing. 12 inches wide, okay? 12 inches, okay? Look, I'm bigger than 12 inches wide, okay? So, whew, you had to go on the side. On the side, I'm not 12 inches wide. Well, maybe just make it. So here's this door to get into the backyard, and the door to get into the Airbnb is on a sliding glass door. So, yes. So we had to go sideways to get into the backyard to get into our Airbnb. And all I could say is our luggage was a situation because we had to mush it and turn it around to kind of get it through that door. I don't know why they didn't put a disclaimer on there. I mean, I guess if you put a disclaimer, if you're wider than 12 inches, please don't bother coming to my Airbnb because I think that would turn people off. But I think people need to be aware that. And so that was interesting. That was very interesting. But we made it through. We're just never going to stay there again because we're just going to get a house next year. We're going to get a house, right, Rebecca? We're going to get a house. And then, so there's a thing going on with this Airbnb. It was fine. It met all its needs. And it was a super host. I read all the, you know, oh God, what today my mind is losing it. I read all the reviews. It had great reviews. It was a super host. So I'm not understanding how nobody mentioned this little teeny tiny opening that you have to go through. And God forbid if you couldn't go through that opening, how do you get into that Airbnb? That's what I want to know. But in any case, so it came to one point, now we're there 4 days, right? And there's one roll of toilet paper. And normally in Airbnbs, there's more. So I open up the bottom of the sink to look if there was any more. Come on, we all use TP. There's nothing wrong with it. All the rolls of TP were skinny rolls. They're like, you know, when you have and you take the little tiny roll out and you put a new roll because you're having guests stay over at the house. They had like 6 or 8 of those. So not only do they have a skinny door, but they had skinny toilet paper. And we were like, what in the world is going on here? But you know what? It was very clean. You know, that's what matters, right? It was very clean. It was functional. It was just those 2 items. It was just a weird thing to happen. And yeah, so that was an adventure. So here we go. This is from Magda. So we have a box. Look at that. I was excited. I wanted to open this. I have to actually go to work early, really early, but I wanted to come on here. And we don't have kiddos today, or else if we did, I'd probably stay home. But it's just going to be me in my office doing my own thing. I won't be around anyone. And I took a test. So far, I'm negative. So what a cute little card, right? I was going to finish the quilt for the seniors, but took a tumble. Oh, no. Oh, no, now she's confined in a wheelchair. Magda. Oh, no. Of course I'll bind it for you. Love your channel. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, you all need to, I don't know. Stop it. Stop it, folks. You're all giving me heart attacks. Because, you know, we got poor Annette down. Now we have Magda down. Oh, look at this quilting. Oh, I wonder, Magda, if you're on here on replay, do you have a long arm or did you do this on your machine? Wow. Look at this. Look how beautiful. I like that idea, the rail fence with like sashed. What a great thing. And look at this. This says, I've never seen this fabric. What a wonderful fabric. Classique guarantee. I love the fabric, the back. Look at this. Look at these quilts you all are sending me are just spectacular. I have to tell you that. They are all spectacular, especially the blocks, the orphan blocks, those. So those are going to be worked on. So you know, they're going to be worked on this weekend. So this weekend I'm having another sit and sew. So if you're watching this, today is Wednesday. There's going to be a sit and sew at my house. If you are interested, please email me, pastryqueen13@gmail.com, which means if you're in New York, unless you want to fly down here, but you have to find somewhere else to stay, you're welcome to. The last time all the ladies is like, this is like a quilt retreat. The one lady was like, this is definitely a quilt retreat and you're charging nothing for it. But like I said, I don't mind doing these retreats as long as we're quilting and piecing for charity. Now, maybe in the future there'll be a real one, but right now there will be one Saturday at my house. And let me go back. I want to go back and see what I have missed. Here I had, so this is from Rebecca. I have a little baby channel, but I'm excited and inspired. Love festival and love spending time with you guys. Well, thank you. I just loved it as well. We really did have a blast. Good morning. I may be saying this wrong. Akashat Gupta. Maybe. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but good morning. Med's gotta go. Oh, bye-bye, Annette. Quilting on the side. I record Ed and over the summer aired for election. I don't know what that means. I must be reading that wrong. We have a lot of good mornings. That's so cool. That was so ridiculous, right? And Rebecca, that was really ridiculous. Mention it in your review. Yeah, I know that that's just weird. I mean, I don't know. A lot of older places have smaller doors, tiny steps. Only the rich were fat in the pioneer days. Although my hotel was pretty sweet. Rebecca's hotel was very sweet. That's why actually we ended up doing a live at her hotel on their channel, because that whole thing back there of them coming over to us and the room was tiny. Um, I know, poor Magda. That's not fun. No, it's not. I know the swirls are fabulous. I love the backing too. How many quilts do you have? I don't know, Linda. I haven't even unpacked. I haven't even counted anything. Honestly, my whole sewing room right now is a disaster, and that's what I should have been doing this morning instead of making turkeys. But I needed sewing therapy, and I need sewing therapy every day, and I just didn't have any for the last 3 or 4 days. Um, I don't know. I figured on Saturday when I have the ladies here, we're hopefully going to bind a lot. We're hopefully going to get those orphan blocks all done up, and I should have a count. I'm hoping. Good morning, Nancy. Well, am I feeling better? The honest truth is, no, I'm not. But I wanted to come on here and say hi to everyone this morning. I missed you all, the chat that we have in the morning. I miss my chats in the morning. I miss my sewing and I missed my chats. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was going to show up to festival and just have all this time to do lives and do that. And I guess I would have had that if I just went to festival as just, you know, a quilty, a hobby quiltist, right? But I went to festival and I went as a business, which is very different. And it just seems, well, Rebecca will tell you, it just seems I was always busy or had a meeting with this one and had a meeting with that one. There are things I can't even discuss about for the future and very exciting news. And I wish I could discuss it, but I can't. But there's going to be exciting stuff. And I have a feeling it may make my channel grow really fast not fast as well, but make my channel grow. Because right now I'm a little bit on the stagnant side of things, but it's going to be a lot of work. This exciting thing that's coming up is going to be a lot of work. But I'm going to do it. And I've got all that new stuff and we're going to have fun here. The other thing I want to do is your lives and then want to make my whole day better. Yes, Barb, they make mine too. The other thing I want to add to my morning lives is a segment. And maybe there'll be a segment at the end and I'll have to put a timer to remind myself. I'm going to put in a question section. They'll be the last 15 minutes. And if there's no questions, we'll just keep talking like we normally do. But I did get some recommendations from people who met me at a festival at the 3-Yard Quilt, when they have questions. And I said, you know what? I do a live in the morning. I can't see why you wouldn't, if you have a question, just ask me and I will answer it to the best of my ability. And really, P. Diddy? We're going to remove that. My channel's about quilting. If you want to talk about all that, more power to you. You do you, boo. But not on this channel. This is for quilting. So I am going to have a segment where you guys can ask me a question. It doesn't have to be 3-Yard Quilts. It might be something else. But if I can help you, I'm happy to. I need to go. Yes, no problem. I totally understand. I have to leave and go and get myself dressed too. Your lives give me inspiration for the day. Well, I'm glad, Linda. I also, though, I will say, I visited, and I think it's you, Linda, right? You know what? I apologize. I needed to tag this. It wasn't Linda. I don't think it was Linda. I have everything here, but I needed to tag this. I pulled this out because these are things that I want to long arm. If you recognize this, I apologize. I know who you are because we discussed this on an email. I stopped in at the Quilts of Valor booth. It was the Quilts of Valor booth there. And the lady had asked me if there was any way I had any tops left over. You know, we were talking about my mission. And I said, I do have one top that's red, white, and blue that someone did actually start making for a veteran. So I will have that discussion. I'm going to go into my email and have this discussion with you. But she gave me a label. And she said if I put more borders on it, they would really, really appreciate it because they need one. So I want to discuss that with you because I'm happy to put it in the mission that we're doing right now for lab quilts. But I also wanted to discuss it with you because you did originally make it for a veteran. So if you like me to, I will email you. I'm going to find your email. We're going to discuss that. I do have a label that they gave me to finish it up. Let's see. Got to run, not a problem. So do I. But anyway, it is beautiful, isn't it? So I would, you know, if not, I will whip another one up. You know me, because she said we needed one. So if not, this one can go right to the lab quilts, but and I could whip something up for them. But anyway, have a wonderful day. I've got to go downstairs to, you know, get myself ready for school. And it's going to be quiet because the babes got the days off. So they're very excited yesterday that they were not coming to school today. But anyway, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. If you like what you see, please let people know that I am around because I have an opportunity, but they told me I have to have 10,000 subscribers. I was like, 10,000 subscribers. I'm only at 2,600. They said, we want to sign you up, but you need 10,000 subscribers. So I need to get to 10,000 subscribers the fastest way I possibly can, and I don't even know how to do that. But have a wonderful day. Hi, Regina, and good morning, Cadmus. But I'm leaving. Take care. See you all soon. Bye.